good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chef D, back at it again for Chef State of Mind. And you may notice my surroundings may be a little bit different. Your boy bought a house, and this is the first video that we're gonna make, okay? And I'm gonna keep it 100% transparent with you. I made this already. What am I gonna be making, you may be asking? You're clamoring at the edge of your seat. Chef D, what are you gonna make? Turkey burgers, okay? Now listen, hear me out, hear me out. When I was a kid, I hated turkey burgers. But my wife can't eat a lot of beef, so I said, okay, I'm gonna make the best turkey burger I could possibly make. And golly gee, I did it, okay? All right, guys, so I got my heat on medium, my trusty cast iron pan here. And then this is that bacon that I just cut up into nice fine strips. Finely dice some onions and then slice some garlic. That's it. 3 ingredients, guys, that's it. All right, so we're gonna put this bacon into a warm or cold pan. You do not wanna put this into a hot pan, all right? You wanna make sure that you're stirring it constantly, because all we're doing is try to render that fat, all right? We wanna get this bacon nice and, doesn't have to be super crispy, but you wanna get a lot of that fat out. And then we're gonna saute our onions and garlic in that same pan, all right? So, we're gonna saute this for about maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Gonna add in our garlic, add in our onions, a little bit of salt, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we have our ground turkey here. And then this is what you want it to look like, all right? You see those onions are nicely browned, bacon is nicely rendered down. That's exactly what you want. So, just gonna dump this, doesn't matter if it's hot, right into our pan, well, right into our bowl with our ground turkey. Make sure you get all that, because that's all flavor in there, right? And then, since this is ground turkey, you wanna, and it doesn't have a lot of its own flavor, you wanna add in as much as you can, all right? So let's remember that we already seasoned these onions, garlic, and bacon, all right? So at this point, we're just seasoning our meat. So that was probably about a teaspoon and a half of salt, all right? Remember, we like to cook with our souls here on Chef State of Mind, all right? And then maybe like half of a teaspoon of smoked paprika. That's gonna add a lot of depth. That's gonna add a lot of flavor. That's gonna add a lot of complexity, all right? And then some black pepper. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit more salt to mine, all right? Remember, the difference between a home cook and a chef is that we season at every step, and we season enough to where you're gonna taste what the end product is supposed to be, all right? Salt just makes things taste a lot more like themselves. So I'm gonna mix that up. You want it to be this nice red color, all right, when you're done. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ditch the spoon because we have gauze utensils. Remember, always keep clean hands, all right? And you don't have to worry about over mixing this like you would ground beef, because like I said, it doesn't have a lot of fat, and you're not gonna melt a lot of that fat with your bare hands, all right? So that's pretty much what you want it to look like. And then we're gonna just patty these up, throw them in a cast iron pan, and then cook them off. I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'll be right back. guys, so we got our heat on medium lowish, and that's super important because since this is turkey, we have to cook these to 165 degrees. All right. So I'm just pattying these burgers out. I just divided it by 4. Well, divided the pound by 4. And then we're just gonna put those right into our cast iron, all right? And then you always want your center to be a little bit thinner than your edges, just to help it from buckling as it cooks. But turkey is a lot more forgiving than something like beef because it's not gonna shrink down as much, all right? So I'm gonna wash my hands, gonna let this cook for about 4 minutes on the first side and 3 minutes on the next side, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so if you guys are cooking this at home, hopefully you are, you're gonna see that it's starting to turn opaque around the perimeter, and that means it's time to turn your turkey burgers. All right. So I'm gonna take a spatula. Look at that. That is beautiful. All right. That's exactly what you want. Can I fit? Nah, we can't fit 2 more in there. So we'll just let these cook. I'm gonna add our cheese, cut up some vegetables, and then that's it. And I'll send you guys on your way. So our burgers are just almost finished. I got some mustard cheese right here. I'm just gonna melt that right on top. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want to. I used provolone last time. If you like Swiss, use Swiss. I love Swiss. American, yeah, I hate American cheese. I would use like cheddar, Munster, Gruyere, Gouda, something that has a lot of flavor in it, all right? American cheese does not have a lot of flavor. It just melts really well. That's it, all right? So we have another pan here. We're gonna toast our buns, all right? Who wants to show you guys is the best buns in the world, all right? Martin's, if you're watching, sponsor your boy, all right? These potato buns are so good, okay? I can just eat this bread plain. Alright guys, so my buns are done, nicely toasted. I got some mayonnaise right here. Again, you want to have as much flavor as possible because this turkey does not have a lot. I'm going to add some fat with this mayonnaise. Okay. I like to put it on both sides. Gonna add our lettuce. I love lettuce, alright? So I kind of overdo it on my burgers. Okay. We got some tomato right here. Okay. Got some onions. I just slice those. And then of course, we gotta have our burgers. Look at that. It's beautiful. On our nice potato buns. Best bread in the world. All right? And that's it. That is absolutely beautiful. So, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. If you guys want to see me make something else, please leave it in the comment box below. And as always, I'm Chef D for Chef State of Mind.